We are continuing this AMI day with another start with ideas. Don't just tell about your topic, elaborate, explain. Elaborate with examples that show what you mean. That makes it nice and interesting for your reader, and they want to keep going. Here we go. A. Read each pair of sentences. Pair means two. Write an S next to the sentence that shows its topic. Write a T next to the sentence that just tells about it. Go my drawing tool. Here are our first pair of sentences. We have two sentences for number one. We're going to write an S next to the sentence that shows the topic, and then T next to the sentence that just tells about it. Megan was angry. Megan yelled, "Get out of my room." I'm going to read those again. Megan was angry. Megan yelled, "Get out of my room." We're going to write an S next to the sentence that shows its topic, and T next to the sentence that just tells about it. So which one is kind of just telling us what happened? Right. I'm going to use my text box so it's easy to see. Megan was angry. Not giving us a whole lot of detail. It's just telling us Megan was angry. So we know our second sentence is S. It's showing its topic. It's giving expression. And that's the huge difference between those two. The first one just told us she was angry. The second one, we know that she was angry because she yelled, "Get out of my room." Let's take time to process that. I'm going to say that again. The first one, Megan was angry, is simply telling the reader that she was angry. How do we know she was angry? We don't know. The author just said Megan was angry. But in our second sentence, Megan yelled, "Get out of my room." Now, how do we know she's angry? Because she yelled. So that's what I mean by show. Number two, let's look at the second pair. The movie made me laugh so hard, I thought my jaw would fall off. I liked the funny movie. The movie made me laugh so hard, I thought my jaw would fall off. I liked the funny movie. Which sentence is showing its topic and which sentence is telling? Yes, this time the first sentence is definitely showing because it's giving us that figurative language. I thought my jaw would fall off. The movie made me laugh so hard, I thought my jaw would fall off. The second sentence, I like the funny movie, doesn't really elaborate and explain. So that is our T. That's just telling us they like the funny movie. Number three, complete that one on your own. Which one is telling and which one is actually showing what the author means? The boy's uncle has to duck down just to walk in the front door of the house. The boy's uncle is really tall. The boy's uncle has to duck down just to walk in the front door of the house. The boy's uncle is really tall. Which one is showing, elaborating what you mean? Write a S. And then write a T next to the one that's just telling. Pause this video as you complete number three. Part B. Read this fantasy story. Fix the possessive noun that needs an apostrophe. Then underline three sentences that just tell. Rewrite those sentences with details that show. Let's go through those steps. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to underline that sentence so we're on the same page. Read this fantasy story, okay? Victoria went to bed. Then she fell asleep. The next thing she knew, a unicorn was in her bedroom. She hopped onto the unicorn's back, and it took her on a ride through a forest. She saw other unicorns. Victoria thought the whole thing was a dream. But when she woke up, she was holding a bunch of blue ribbons. They were ribbons she had seen before, tied to all of the unicorn's horns. Next step, we are going to fix the possessive noun that needs an apostrophe. And remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing, and possessive shows ownership. Fix the possessive noun that needs an apostrophe. So, a noun, a person, place, or thing that owns something, and we are going to put an apostrophe just like we did on yesterday's assignment. Go through this story sentence by sentence and look for the noun that owns something. The first sentence, Victoria went to bed. I'm looking at my nouns, Victoria and bed. Do they own anything? They don't. So those are not possessive nouns. I'm going to go to my second sentence. Then she fell asleep. She is my noun. Does she own anything? No. The next thing she knew, a unicorn was in her bedroom. Where are my nouns? She, unicorn, bedroom. Those last two are my things. Is there any possession? Does the unicorn or bedroom own anything? Nope. Let's go to my next sentence. She hopped onto the unicorn's back and it took her on a ride through a forest. Look at my nouns here. Oh, there's unicorn, unicorn's back. The unicorn, of course, owns its back, but there's already an apostrophe. So we don't have to fix it. That's correct. We're going to find another one. She saw other unicorns. Oh, there's S, but it's not possessive, it's plural. That S just lets us know she saw more than one unicorn because that unicorn does not own anything. Victoria thought the whole thing was a dream. Any possessive nouns? Nope, Victoria doesn't own anything there. But when she woke up, she was holding a bunch of blue ribbons. There's an S, but it just lets us know it's more than one. It's not possessive here. It's just what she was holding. Has to be in this last sentence. They were ribbons she had seen before, tied to all of the unicorn's horns. Okay, I know that you see it. We know that it's in this last sentence. I'm going to erase my black line so it's not confusing. We have canceled out all of the other sentences. We know they are correct. So our possessive noun that needs an apostrophe is in our last sentence. They were ribbons she had seen before, tied to all of the unicorn's horns. You are going to write that, just type it here in this white space. Type the noun and add an apostrophe from this last sentence. Fix the possessive noun that needs an apostrophe. Pause this video if you need to. Our final set of directions here. Let's see, what color haven't I used? How about this teal? Then underline three sentences that just tell. So let's do that. Let's underline three sentences that just tell. It's not giving us that elaborate information that we like, that explaining that we have become accustomed to. Ooh, how about the first sentence? Victoria went to bed. Right, that's definitely just telling. And if you want an example of those tell sentences again, go back and look here at the first part of our assignment. Megan was angry. I like the funny movie. It's not giving us a clear idea, any elaboration. Those are the types of sentences we're looking for. And we want to underline three. Victoria went to bed. Then she fell asleep. Find one more that's just simply telling, not giving any good information. You can pause the video if you need to. You're going to underline three sentences that just tell. We underline two together. Now you'll underline one more. So you will have three sentences that are underlined. Finally, we are going to rewrite those sentences with details that show. We are going to rewrite those sentences, the three sentences that we underlined, with details that show. Let's do our first sentence together. Victoria went to bed. To show it, we want to explain or elaborate on how she went to bed. Let's make it a little more juicy, a little more interesting. Victoria was so tired that she crawled into bed. Victoria was so tired that she crawled into bed. That's a little more interesting than Victoria went to bed, you think? Yes? Then you can use this example. Pause it if you like and type it on your assignment. To show, it doesn't have to be a lot of words. We can also say, Victoria fell into bed. Again, we just want to make it a little more interesting, elaborate, so our reader really feels the story, that they can see it, not that they're just being told about it. That was our first sentence. We rewrote the sentence to show, with details that show. You have two more sentences that are underlined. Then she fell asleep, and another sentence that you chose. Rewrite this sentence with details that show. With details that show. Don't just say she fell asleep. Did she fall asleep quickly? Was she snoring? Give me details on Victoria falling asleep. The next thing she knew, what? If you chose that sentence. So you are going to rewrite the sentences with details that show. You should have three sentences total, the same three sentences that you underlined in the second part of our examples. That's all for now. Click Turn In up top, let it load into Schoology, and then submit.